So far, you've learned that UX designers specialize in understanding user needs and making sure they're met. They also understand what outcomes the business needs to achieve, and they help businesses achieve those outcomes. And finally, they design in such a way that the software can be scaled up to any number of devices as well as intentions. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how you need to prepare to get into the UX discipline, or how to grow within the UX discipline. In order to understand that, it's important to realize that there were two very interesting trends that happened that propelled UX as a discipline to the top. The first thing that happened was the sophistication of the web. The web became a very sophisticated place to be. So think about it. Way back in the 90s, the web was just a bunch of pages with links on them. Today, you talk about really complex websites like Amazon, right, or Google. Each of these websites have billions of visits a month. They're highly interactive. You can use the same information. You can consume the information on any device of your choice. Not just that, each of these websites collaborate with other websites to get you the information you want. For example, in Amazon, if you wanted to get the tracking information for your package, you would probably be talking to the information would probably be coming from the FedEx website. And more importantly, each of these websites is highly customized to you as a customer. These websites understand what you're looking for, what you buy, and what you're likely to want before you even get there, right? It is this sophistication that creates amazing opportunities for UX designers, because now you can truly create experiences that customers want. The second thing is a lot more subtle. Okay, so think about this. MSN came out in 1999. So Microsoft came out with its own chat product, and it was one of the most popular chat products in 1999, and it was called MSN Chat. In those days, if you wanted to chat with somebody, what you would do is you would go to Microsoft and then you would fill in a page full of information. Then you would download your software. You would then put in your user ID and password, log in, and then you would call all your friends and ask them for their ID so that you can add it into your MSN application, and then you could start chatting with them. Forward 20 years later, there was a new application that said, hey, you don't need to have a password. You can just log in with your telephone number. And by the way, you don't even need to get your friends' telephone numbers or IDs. We will automatically make them available to you when you log in. And that was WhatsApp. And what they did was they just solved this really simple problem of why should people create an account? Why should people remember a password? And why should you remember what your friend's user ID is? Right? Why can't you just be friends with them automatically? And that's what WhatsApp did. And magically enough, the WhatsApp's customer base grew to 300 million users within 4 years. And it took MSN 10 years to achieve the same goal. Right? And what's more important was that this idea was worth $19 billion for Facebook. This is also an example of how companies came to realize that UX can make them a lot of money. And that's how UX came to become one of the fastest growing career opportunities. So now that you've realized that UX is a very sophisticated discipline that offers amazing career opportunities, so what we'll talk about in the next video is how do you transition and grow as a UX designer.